viewers and listeners alike, to today's big Stonebitter clash in the Stonebitter Championship game, and the first of in between Featherstone Rovers and OL's mighty Wigan. The Featherstone Rovers team onto the field: number 1 Martin Pearson, 2 Ikram Butt, 3 Terry Manning, 4 Carl Gibson, 5 Owen Simpson, 6 is Francis Maloney, 7 is Brett Daunt, 8 Steve Malloy, 9 Richard Gunn, 10 Leo Casey, 11 Gary Price, 12 Neil Roebuck and 13 Brendan Tutor, with substitutes number 14 Darren Hughes and 15 Gary H. Price. I'm just waiting for the Cherry and Whites to come onto the field. Wigan, I'll just run through the team for you. Number 1 Fran O'Botica, and here they are, Wigan. Number 1 Fran O'Botica, 2 Jason Robinson, 3 Dean Bell, 4 Joe Lydon, 5 Danny Ellison, 6 Nigel Wright, 7 Craig Murdoch, 8 Kelvin Skerritt, 9 Martin Hall, 10 Ian Gildard, 11 Dennis Betts, 12 Barry John Mather and 13 Phil Clark, with 14 being Neil Cowie and 15 Andrew Farrell. Referee from today is Jim Smith from Huddersfield. So these two teams meet here this afternoon. Both teams having played 3 matches. Wigan's 100% record, having had fine wins against Hull and Leeds at home and a win at Wakefield last weekend. Where on the other hand, Featherstone Rovers have 66 and 2/3% record, having won 2 and lost 1, having beaten Layaway, OKR at home, and after that disappointing away defeat at Halifax last week. So the team's all set here at Post Office Road. The ground, I should say, it's nearly full to capacity. And the timekeeper here just telling Jim Smith, and Jim Smith puts his arm up so they can hear him. So both captains there, Richard Gunn, Featherstone Rovers, and Dean Bell for Wigan in the middle of the park. Just tossing the coin up. So I should imagine it's Richard Gunn who's won the toss, but deciding to play from right to left. That's the way Featherstone Rovers like to play for the first half. Always have done. So it'll be Wigan to kick off. And like I've just said early on in the commentary, it's a daunting task here for Featherstone Rovers on the home ground. This team of all-stars from Wigan, with Joe Lydon playing in the centres this afternoon, gets the game underway. Strong win getting up here at Post Office Road, catches the ball. Neil Roebuck there gets that ball off her Brett Daunt. Number 10 there, Ian Gildard, crawling all over him, and Ikram Butt there, bouncing off Kelvin Skerritt's shoulder. Barry John Mather completes the tackle, so it's Brett Daunt. Takes number 10 on there, Ian Gildard, but Ian Gildard to the task, makes the tackle. So it's Steve Malloy. Steve Malloy juggling with the ball, and that's good defence that by Philip Clark. Loose fault for Wigan, so it's Brendan Tutor. Dennis Betts though, first to the tackle. And Joe Lydon also involved with the tackle. Ball back there to Martin Pearson. Martin Pearson, that big kick downfield. Bouncing ball there. Fran O'Botica takes it in his own 20-metre area, runs it out. But Carl Gibson, Francis Maloney hit the tackle. So it's Jason Robinson in off his wing. Jason Robinson looking for the gaps. Oh, Jason Robinson through the gap. Gets the ball away there to Craig Murdoch, and a fine tackle that by Ikram Butt. But marvellous play that by Jason Robinson. Through 2 will be Featherstone Rovers tacklers, so it's Dennis Betts with the ball. Steve Malloy making the tackle. Early pressure from oh, and that's a bad mistake. That's a bad mistake, that ball there from Martin Hall to Barry John Mather there. Bit of misunderstanding there by the big second row forward off his hooker. So it'll be Brett Dawn to feed the scrum, just about in his own 20-metre area. But the game really coming to light from that run there by Jason Robinson. So Francis Maloney pushes Dennis Betts off, but Martin Orr makes the tackle. That's good run that by Francis Maloney. Oh, and Wigan, Philip Clark there. Well, miles offside. So it's Gary Price, halfway between his own 20-metre line and the halfway line. So it's Brendan Toolter, after one tackle, trying to reach that halfway line. Dennis Betts making the tackle. So it's Brett Dawn there, spinning the ball out wide to Neil Roebuck, to Carl Gibson, that little dummy. Good play by Carl Gibson, also good tackling that by Barry John Mather. Round the ball laces, they can't go out them in this game. So it's Brett Dawn. Brett Dawn there looking for this corner, and Jason Robinson there. Good positioning that by the wingman, but this time Neil Roebuck and Francis Maloney, Steve Malloy I should say, make the tackle. So it's Philip Clark, that little dummy. Philip Clark there being dragged to the floor there by Steve Malloy. Gets up, plays the ball. Craig Murdoch now there to Kelvin Skerritt, and that's a bit high. Leo Casey being pulled up there for an high tackle there on Kelvin Skerritt. And Jim Smith having a few words with Leo Casey for that tackle there on Kelvin Skerritt. The referee saying he went high in the tackle. So here we are, Joe Line with his kick to touch on this near side, finds touch. So Martin Orr gets that ball to Ian Gildard. Flaunting the law that time, suspicious of a forward pass in that, but Craig Murdoch with the ball now there to Kelvin Skerritt. But Kelvin Skerritt brought to the ground. 3 Feathers Rovers men round him. Good defence that's by Richard Gunn and Barry John Mather. Nearly through the gap there off Dennis Betts. Pressure on this Feathers Rovers line. So it's Martin Orr now there to Craig Murdoch. Oh, that looked like a forward pass again. And the referees give the try, but surely that it was a forward pass there. Dennis Betts scores in the corner off that Craig Murdoch pass, but we'd like to see an action replay of that, because where I'm here in the on the gantry, it looks 2 or 3 suspiciously forward passes in that build-up, and especially the last one that time. So it'll be Frano Botica. This man takes no introduction to everybody in throughout Rugby League. Seen some great kickers in my time at Wigan, one of them Punchy Griffiths, but I think this man takes the lots. Very hardly ever misses, and he's completed the 6-point try there with a conversion. And need I say any more, that try coming blatantly off a forward pass. And there's no excuse, of course. Jim Smith there was right in line with the play, but he just didn't want to know about it. So Martin Pearson gets the game underway, and 1 or 2 Feathers Rovers plays in front of the halfway line that time. Once again, Jim Smith turning a blind eye, didn't want to know. Oh, and Jason Robinson once again through the gap. This Rovers defence is absolutely terrible. It's Barry John Mather there, and Neil Roebuck there making the tackle. And once again, this Billy Wiz, as they call him on the wing here at Wigan, Jason Robinson creating havoc in this Rovers defence. So once again, Frano Botica, I must say, if he does miss any, it's doodling in front of the post, but he's made no mistake with that one. Straight between the middle. Just like giving donkey strawberries to Frano Botica, kicking goals. Feathers Rovers 0, Wigan 8. And I must say that apart from that forward pass, what Wigan did score the try with Featherstone Rovers tackling, this first quarter's got a lot to be answered for. Jason Robinson having to run straight through the Featherstone Rovers defence. So it's marching over the ball now. They took Murdoch. Murdoch there giving the ball out there to Ellison off the wing. Danny Ellison, first touch of the ball in this match for Wigan. So it's marching over the ball there to Ian Gildard. And this time Rovers to the task. Throws him to the ground. So it's marching over from acting halfback to Kelvin Skerritt. Kelvin Skerritt wanting the ball. Through on tackle. Featherstone Rovers defence has really got to get some tackling done in this first quarter. And once again, Jason Robinson here on a run, but this time Neil Roebuck there brings him down by the leg. So it's marching over the ball now there to Kelvin Skerritt. And Kelvin Skerritt there brought to ground by Carl Gibson there and Francis Maloney. And that kick out straight into touch there by Martin Orr. That's the sixth and last tackle, that's the changeover. So that gives Wigan time to adjust the defensive system. Carl Gibson with the ball. Runs it in. 2 metres from the halfway line. Richard Gunn from acting halfback. Gives the ball there to Gary Price, but that's a fine tackle that by Philip Clark. So it's Richard Gunn, gives that ball now there to Steve Malloy. And once again, Rovers still in their home half of the field. That's 3 tackles gone. Craig making the tackle. So it's Brendan Toulter. Good defence that by Kelvin Skerritt below. Barry John Mather on top. And Barry John Mather holding Brendan Toulter down in the tackle. A penalty kick to Rovers. And here's a chance for Martin Pearson to reduce the deficits. It's Featherstone Rovers 0, Wigan 8 at this juncture in the game. So the crowd goes quiet. Well, Martin Pearson straight in front, just about 4 metres from inside the Wigan half of the field. Looks at the ball, strikes it, side of the post. There's a chance gone to beg him for Featherstone Rovers. So it'll be a drop out for Wigan. Joe Lydon, that big kick downfield. Martin Pearson coming across the ball, picks it up on his own 20-metre line, gives the ball now to Terry Manning. Terry Manning being tackled here by Craig Murdoch. So it's Ikram Butch. Oh, and Philip Clark there. Round Ikram Buck's neck. Penalty kick to Rovers. Martin Pearson finds touch. 10 metres inside Wigan's half of the field. So here's a chance for Rovers to get the attacking manoeuvres going. So it's Leo Casey. Ian Gildard making the tackle on his opposite number. So it's Richard Gunn. That's good play the ball, that by Leo Casey. You've got to get up and play this ball quick in this game. Plays the ball quick. So it's Leo Casey yet again. Ooh, and Kelvin Skerritt round Leo Casey's neck. That looked a bit high to me. Referee says play on. So it's Brett Dawn with the ball now there to Francis Maloney, to Martin Pearson. Dean Belvier sticking his leg out, and Philip Clark makes the tackle. So it's Richard Gunn from acting halfback. Drives it in, gets the ball away to Brett Dawn. Brett Dawn there. It's all on to Terry Manning. Terry Manning. So near yet so far for Rovers. Good pressure this by Rovers. So it's Richard Gunn. Gets that ball away there to Martin Pearson. It's all on. Throws the ball back. Owen Simpson for Featherstone Rovers. Owen Simpson, that overhead kick. And Barry John Mather says thank you very much. Takes that ball. Bit of Rovers pressure that time. So it's Jason Robinson in off his wing. Tried to come down the middle, but being tackled on his own 20-metre line. Richard Gunn, Gary Price and Leo Casey making the tackle. So Fran O'Botica with the ball there. Well, that's good defence by Rovers, Brendan Toolter. So it's Martin Hall gives the ball there to Kelvin Skerritt. That one-hand pass out there to Martin Hall. That's good play to Murdoch, but Brett Daunt stops a man dead in his tracks, his opposite number. Oh, the game's fast and furious here at Post Office Road. Now it's Fano Bottiger looking for the gaps to Barry John Mather, to Dean Bell, to Jason Robinson. Then that's a foul. Oh, the referee spotted a forward pass. I can't believe it. What about that box race? So Brett Daunt feeds the scrum. Well, I couldn't believe where that went in the ball. And Martin Piss on a flyer here. Martin Piss, will he bounce for him? He does. Oh, marvellous play by Rovers. So it's Terry Manning for Rovers. Terry Manning there. Stick to the ball, Terry. But that caught Wigan unawares. Oh, and Philip Clark laying all over the man. So it's Brett Daunt now there to Francis Maloney, there to Brendan Toolter. So Brendan Toolter, that's all on. And that pass there from Brendan Toolter to Owen Simpson, just going to ground. So it's Wigan feeding the scrum. Craig Murdoch gives the ball there to Dean Bell. Good defence that by Rovers, Carl Gibson and Francis Maloney. So number 10 Ian Gildard trying to bring the ball out his own 20-metre line, which he does successfully. So it's Dennis Betts working the blind side, and Brendan Toolter gets his shoulder behind him, makes the tackle. Terry Manning below, Brendan Toolter on top. So it's Murdoch with the ball now there to... Oh, and that's back tackling by Rovers. He's thrown the gap, he's very beautiful tackle by Brett Daunt there on Barry John Mather. Gets up, plays the ball. So it's Nigel Wright. Nigel Wright there to Craig Murdoch, but that's good defence by Rovers. Oh, and Wigan really throwing this ball about. So it's Joe Lydon. Well, that's a nice pick up that by Owen Simpson. Barry John Mather there, that little kick through, but that's good play by Carl Gibson, pushing two men off that time. Finally Martin Hall makes the tackle. So it's Ikram, but off his wing for Rovers. Trying to bring the ball down the middle of the field, but... So it's Gary Price, one-arm pass there to Richard Gunn. Featherstone Rovers 0, Wigan 8. Oh, and Wigan offside there at that play the ball, and referee... Well, Richard Gunn, that kick up the field, but... I've got to say, is the Wigan team too fast for Jim Smith? I think so myself. He's just not seen Wigan just crowd round to play the ball. So it's Martin Hall to Craig Dermott there to Dennis Betts and Leo Casey. In at the tackle round the bootlaces. So it's Ian Gildard with the ball. So it's Martin Hall to Philip Clark to Kelvin Skerritt. And what about that for a forward pass? Well, the knock-on's been given, but once again a bit of suspicion there of a forward pass, that last pass there from Kelvin Skerritt. So the ball's in. So it's out to Carl Gibson here! Carl Gibson there, but Dennis Betts there makes the tackle on Carl Gibson. So it's Gary Price, gives the ball there to Terry Manning. Just over the halfway line. Joe Lydon makes the tackle. So it's Leo Casey. Once again, Joe Lydon making the tackle. Gets up, plays the ball. Richard Gunn with the ball now. There to Brendan Toulter. Brendan Toulter. Still going. The Rovers loose forward, and Philip Clark there making the tackle on his opposite number. So it's Richard Gunn to Brett Daunt. Brett Daunt to Francis Maloney. Long ball out there to Carl Gibson. That's beautiful. He took that bar kick, Carl Gibson. And Dean Bell there making the tackle, but Carl Gibson took that ball well. So it's Martin Pearson. That big up and under up. He's got to follow his own kick up. It's all on. Martin Pearson takes the ball. That long ball out here to Owen Simpson. Owen Simpson tries to get the ball to Carl Gibson, and it just didn't work that time. That's absolutely brilliant play though by Martin Pearson, followed his own kick up. That caught the Wigan defence napping. Just that little bit of luck, and Featherstone Rovers could have had 2 tries in this first half. In this first quarter of the game, I should say. But it's still Wigan 8, Featherstone Rovers 0. So it's Martin Orr with the ball there. Oh, and that looked once again looked like another forward pass. But the referee is too far away from Clayton. Oh, that's a marvellous tackle, that! Oh, that's rugby league at its best. That's brought everybody to the feet. Barry John Mathod tiptoeing down this touchline side. Bigger fellas he is, and Francis Maloney there, as sweet as a nut. Brought the tackle off there around the bootlaces. But one has to ask the question, going back again to these forward passes, what's referee Jim Smith seems to be 15 yards in front of the Wigan players, and to me he just can't spot the forward passes. So Ikram Buck gets up, plays the ball. Richard Gunn gives the ball now there to Neil Roebuck. Runs it in up to the halfway line. Kelvin Skerritt. Barry John Mather making the tackle, so it's Richard Gunn now there to Steve Malloy. Steve Malloy gets that ball back there to Gary Price. Gary Price, a little bit of room to work with here, that little dummy. Wanted to get the ball inside to Neil Roebuck, but that's good defence, that by Nigel Wright. So it's Richard Gunn now, gives the ball there to Brendan Toulter. Brendan Toulter out of Dennis Betts' tackle, but that's good defence, that by Ian Gildard. So it's Brett Daunt. Brett Daunt there, wanted to kick the ball, but that's the changeover. The kick was on, but Brett Daunt thought he saw a gap, but Wigan there quick to close the gap down. So Dean Bell from acting halfback. Being tackled there by Brendan Toulter. He gets up, plays the ball. So it's Dennis Betts with the ball. Trying to reach the halfway line, but that's good tackling by Rovers. Number 10, Leo Casey. Now it's Kelvin Skerritt's turn. Kelvin Skerritt out to one tackle. Oh, and that's a bad walking bouncy ball, but Jason Robinson picks it up. And Richard Gunn makes the tackle. So it's Martin Orr now there to Kelvin Skerritt over the halfway line, but that's good defence. Steve Malloy below. And Gary Price on top, completing the tackle. So it's Philip Clark. Philip Clark there deciding to run. Gives the ball there to Craig Murdoch. So it's Joe Lydon with the ball now. Joe Lydon looking for runners inside to Barry John Matthew here to Nigel Wright. Nigel Wright, oh, he's lost the ball. Craig Murdoch spills the ball. The line at his mercy. And that's the 6th and last tackle, so that'll be the changeover. Well, that was another 6 points going a begging that time, so it's Terry Manning. And that looked a bit high. Referee says play on, so it's Ikram Butts. Pushes one man off. Up to his own 20-metre line. That's good running that by Ikram Butts. So it's Brendan Toulter. Good running that by Brendan Toulter. Pushes 2 would-be tacklers off. Plays the ball quickly. Oh, and Joe Lyne's got to be offside of that play of the ball. Referee says not, play on. So it's Terry Manning with the ball. So it's Steve Malloy. Waiting for supporters that time. So it's Richard Gunn to Brett Daunt. Brett Daunt, that kick there just that bit too strong. So that'll be the changeover. And Rovers making a substitution. Steve Malloy coming off, and Gary H. Price goes on the field. Well, I've seen it all now. Surely Jim Smith, 5 metres away from play the ball. And Wigan making a substitution. Ian Gildart coming off, and number 14, Neil Cowie, coming on the field. So it'll be Brett Dawn to feed the scrum. So it's Francis Maloney. Nigel Wright makes the tackle. So it's Martin Pearson trying to bring the ball out of his own half, and that's good defence that by Dean Bell. So it's Owen Simpson, out to one tackle. Owen Simpson runs it in. Good play that by Owen Simpson. So it's Richard Gunn, gives the ball now there to Leo Casey. Bulldozing in there into Neil Cowie, says welcome to the game, Neil. Ploughs all over him. So the ball now there to Gary Price. Gary Price there. Tackle there by Dennis Betts. Got tackling that by Dennis Betts that time. So it's Martin Pearson. Martin Pearson, that kick over. It's all on. Who's up for that ball? It's fell to Terry Manning. To Ikram Butts! Ikram Butts! In at the corner for Featherstone Rovers. Ikram Butts' 3rd try of the season. And to me, that's no more than Featherstone Rovers deserving this match. They could have had 2 tries previously, and once again, brilliant thinking there by Martin Pearson. He was more hungry for the ball than what the Wigan duo was. I think it was Fran Obotica and Danny Ellison. Got the ball back to Terry Manning. Terry Manning gave the ball there to Ikram Butts, and Ikram Butts there scampered over in the corner. Wigan still in the driving seat by 4 points to 8 with this conversion to come from Martin Pearson. So this conversion attempt's important on the touchline side. Strikes the ball wide of the post. Featherstone Rovers 4, Wigan 8. So Joe Lydon gets the game underway. Brett Dawn takes the ball, gives it to Neil Roebuck. Neil Roebuck and Nigel Wright caught offside, and Martin Pearson did the right thing, took the free kick straight away. And the cheer goes up. Come on the Rovers. And why not? And that's good defence that by Wigan, but I must say that once again Philip Clark going round the neck there of Ikram Butts, of Leo Casey. Good defence that by Neil Cowie. So it's Brett Dawn. Brett Dawn there, that inside ball there to Gary H. Price. Gary H. Price being tackled there by Martin Hall on that wing 20 metre line. So it's Richard Gunn with the ball now there to Leo Casey. Leo Casey, that big driving. That's good driving that by Leo Casey. And number 7 there, Craig Murdoch, makes the tackle. Quick play the ball. Brett Dawn with the ball now there to Francis Maloney, to Martin Pearson, to Carl Gibson. Carl Gibson to Owen Simpson. Just couldn't take that ball. But once again, good play by Rovers. And Brendan Toter there flying in at Jason Robinson. And Jason Robinson being a slippy customer. Brendan Toter's failed to tackle him on 3 occasions this afternoon. So it's Wigan in possession. Murdoch with the ball now there to Dennis Betts. Dennis Betts there, half stopped there by Leo Casey. But Gary H. Price and Richard Gunn completes the tackle. So it's Neil Cowie now for Wigan. But that's a good tackle that by Brendan Toulter, rolling him over, arm and leg. So it's Martin Hall. Ball back now there to Joe Lydon. Joe Lydon there, that big kick downfield. And Leo Casey just nursing a leg injury there, but Martin Pearson takes that ball inside his own 20-metre line. Martin Pearson pushes one tackler off. Oh, and that seemed to be a late tackle by Dean Bell on Martin Pearson. Now it's Terry Manning. The referee there calling Dennis Betts out for that tackle on Terry Manning. The punch going in. So Featherstone Rovers tap. Gives the ball there to Gary Price. But Kelvin Skerritt making the tackle. Gets up, plays the ball. So it's Brett Daunt. Brett Daunt now there to Neil Roebuck. Beautiful ball there, but Carl Gibson with the ball. Carl Gibson taking the wrong option, but he can't see what I can see up here. Takes that ball, Craig Dermott picks the ball up. So it's Gary H. Price looking for position. Up to that Wigan 20-metre line. Neil Cowie making the tackle. So it's Richard Gunn to Brett Daunt. Brett Daunt there, that ball there to Martin Pearson. Good play by Brett Daunt and Martin Pearson. So it's Francis Maloney. Spin the ball out wide now to Brendan Toulter. Brendan Toulter gives the ball there to Francis Maloney. Well, that's good defence that by Dennis Betts, spotting the danger. So it's Neil Roebuck now to Brett Daunt. Brett Daunt pushing that ball through. And Dennis Betts there. Oh, yes, it's a try! It's a try to Gary H. Price. Gary H. Price there, following that little kick throw by Brett Daunt. And Thano Botica there made a right mess of the things. Fumbling the ball over his shoulder, went to gather the ball, knocked the ball on, and Gary H. Price there pounced on the loose ball as easy as just making boiled potatoes. And this should surely be a formality here for Martin Pearson to add the 2 points extra. And Martin Pearson, there we go, straight between the middle. It's Wigan 8. Wait for it, Featherstone Rovers 10. And just listen to the roar here at Post Office Road. Well, like I said, it's no more than Featherstone Rovers have deserved. They've withstood the pressure. Wigan's had the chances. Craig Dermott should have scored a 6-point try, but he knocked on with a try line at his mercy. But Featherstone Rovers have stuck to the task. They've come back like true warriors here at Post Office Road. And Brett Daunt takes that kick, gives it there to Neil Roebuck. But look at them Cherry and Whites following that kick up. So it's Hicklenbutt once again. But this time Kelvin Skerritt flings his body up Hicklenbutt, makes the tackle. So it's Richard Gunn now there to Terry Manning. Good tackling that by Kelvin Skerritt. So it's Brendan Toulter. Brendan Toulter there. After one tackle, that's good play that by Brendan Toulter. Gets up, plays the ball. Richard Gunn to Leo Casey. That's good defence that by Wigan. Rovers still capped on their own 20-metre line. Ball back there to Martin Pearson. Martin Pearson puts that ball up high. And Jason Robinson here, he's the tricky customer. But this time, Francis Maloney and Carl Gibson making the tackle on the number 2. Gets up, plays the ball. But that's good tackle that by Gary H. Price. He saw the danger, he saw the 1-0 marker there. He cut his options down, made the tackle, so it's Allison with the ball. Oh, Leo Casey diving over him. Gary Price there making the tackle. So it's Martin Hall to Craig Dermott to Dennis Betts. Back inside there to Andrew Farrell. Oh, that was a forward pass. Referee spotted that. That one was as good as that forward pass what Wigan scored the first try with, what the referee didn't see. But this time he spotted that one. Featherstone Rovers 2 tries, 1 goal, 10 points. Wigan 1 try, 2 goals, 8 points. Brett Dawn to feed the scrum. It's out to Rovers. Brett Dawn to Francis Maloney. Gets the ball there to Martin Pearson. Martin Pearson. He's having a blinder this afternoon. He is number 1 for Featherstone Rovers. So Richard Gunn gives the ball now there to Gary Price. Gary Price over the halfway line. Gets up, plays the ball. Richard Gunn to Ikram Butt. Ikram Butt looking for possession. Looking for position on the field, but Kelvin Skerritt makes the tackle that time. So it's Brendan Toulter. Brendan Toulter there. But Andrew Farrell there making the tackle. So once again, Richard Gunn from acting halfback. Try to get that ball, that's a knock on. That'll be a scrum down. It'll be Brett Dawn to feed the scrum. Featherstone Rovers leading by 10 points to 8. Just about 5 minutes left for play in this first half. The ball's in, it's out to Rovers. Brett Dawn. So it's Francis Maloney! Francis Maloney! Yes! He scored the try! He scored the try! Francis Maloney scored the try! He definitely got the ball down! And I must say this, it's absolutely good touch judging that by the touch judge. Francis Maloney got that ball over the line. That was a definite, was that. The video will show it. Referee were unsighted, but that was absolutely magic play that by Francis Maloney. Through the dummy. Francis Maloney, a big cheer to the crowd, but it isn't over yet. It's all to play for in this match. Featherstone Rovers 14, Wigan 8, with this conversion to come from Martin Pearson. Francis Maloney's second try of the season. Who can forget that memorable try when he scored it? A try again late, but Nigel Wright clearly missing his opposite number that time from the base of the scrum. And it'll be Martin Pace with his conversion attempt. Ooh, and he tried to put the flapper on it because it is a strong wind here at Post Office Road. Featherstone Rovers 14, Wigan 8. He got it down. Yes. So Joe Lydon gets the ball, gets the game underway again, and Neil Robert this time takes the ball on the full, runs it out. And Neil Cowie makes the tackle. Once again, Ikram Butt. And Nigel Wright caught offside. Penalty kick to Rovers. Martin Pearson finds touch on this near side. So Richard Gunn, tap ball, gives the ball there to Leo Casey. Runs it in. Kelvin Skerritt makes the tackle. So Richard Gunn with the ball to Brett Dawn. Brett Dawn to Gary H. Price. That's good running that by Gary H. Price after one tackle, but Dennis Betts there completes the tackle. So it's Richard Gunn to Brendan Toulter. Brendan Toulter there. Up to that wing 20-metre mark. Gets up, plays the ball. Richard Gunn to Brett Dawn. Brett Dawn there, that little dummy, gives the ball there to Ikram Butt. Ikram Butt through the gap. Oh, and a drop goal won't go amiss at this mentioning the game, but Brett Dawn decided to run it to Francis Maloney there to Neil Roebuck. It's all on, that's back to one. That's back to one. Philip Clark definitely played the ball. So it's back to one, so it's Richard Gunn now there to Brendan Toulter to Ikram Butt. Oh, and Ikram Butt wanted to pass the ball on the first tackle, but that time it didn't come off Ikram. Wigan get possession. Wigan just a bit rattled, so it's Kelvin Skerritt with the ball. But this is when the most dangerous. You cage a tiger up for so long and they come back when they come out of the cage. Oh, that's a bad mistake. Philip Clark buries his head in his hands. It's a pity not an ostrich, Philip. You could have put it in the sand. So it'll be a scrum down on that wing 20-metre line. Brett Dort feeds the scrum. It's out to Rovers. Francis Maloney. That long ball to Martin Pearson. Didn't he take it well? Well, this time Frano got Botica, makes the tackle. Helped out by Joe Lyden. So it's Terry Manning. Terry there going for the line. So it's Brendan Toolter leading by example. 5 metres short of that try line. Seconds ticking away. Ball there to Brett Daunt. To Neil Roebuck. Neil Roebuck wanted to put Owen Simpson away, but the pass going over everybody's shoulder. Throws the ball into touch. Just on my watch, half a minute to go. Well, there could be a bit of stoppage time in this first half, so it's Craig Murdoch to feed the scrum. It's out to Wigan, gives the ball there to Jason Robinson, and this time a lot of blue and whites, tangerine shirts waiting for him that time. Francis Maloney. So it's Dean Bell, but that's good defence by Rovers. And what a first half we've had here this afternoon. So it's Ellison with the ball on that side there for Wigan, trying to scamper over his own 20-metre line. Ikram making the tackle. So it's Neil Cowie for Wigan, gets the ball away there to Andrew Farrell. Andrew Farrell there, gets the ball away there, but that's good defence by Rovers. Just about on the halfway line. Seconds before half-time. So it's Nigel Wright to Dennis Betts, to Kelvin Skerritt. He's charging like a rampant bull, but Brett Dorr brings the big fella down, and there's the half-time ulti, much to the disgust there of Kelvin Skerritt. Oh, wait while I get my breath back. They're all standing in the stand here. Absolutely marvellous performance this by the boys from Post Office Road. Listen to the crowd. Wigan on the accounts with a Dennis Betts try, a Frano Botica conversion, a penalty goal to Frano Botica to win the score 8-0. Then from and then it was all Featherstone Rovers. A try to Ikram, but after good work by Martin Pearson. A try to Francis Maloney. A try to Gary H. Price when Frano Botica made ash of things underneath his own post, converted by Martin Pearson. And then an absolutely gem of a try there from Francis Maloney, just getting the ball over the line. The touch seeing that he did so to bring the half-time score here to Featherstone Rovers 14, Wigan 8. Featherstone Rovers 14, Wigan 8, with Martin Pearson getting this game underway. Here he goes. Gets the ball downfield. And Ellison there, the Nigel Wright, I should say, takes the ball cleanly. That's a good tackle that by Terry Manning. Rolls him over in the tackle. Now it's Kelvin Skerritt. Good defence that. Leo Casey coming across, knocking Kelvin Skerritt back. Richard Gunning at the tackle. So it's Martin Hall from acting half back. And Neil Roebuck there making the tackle. This time Rovers caught offside. Gary H. Price. Penalty kick to Wigan. Referee quite right in that decision. But I'm also got to say this, that if it had caught teams offside in the first half, I'm afraid that Wigan wouldn't have had the ball. And that's without being biased. So it'll be Frano Botica just inside Rovers half of the field. And this is how dangerous this man can be. I did say that I'd seen a lot of goal kickers in my time playing this game rugby league. Bernard Gallagher, I can remember him playing. He was a good goal kicker. Freddie Miller was a good goal kicker for Featherstone Rovers and Hull. Punchy Griffiths for Wigan. Trevor Lake for Wigan. Glenn Killeen, I should say, for St Helens. He was a good goal kicker, but Frano Botica, I think, is the best I've ever seen. Cyril Kellett, Neil Fox, Gus Risman. So here we go, strikes the ball, strikes it well, but this time he's missed. Like I've said, it's a tricky wind here at Post Office Hall this afternoon, so that's a let off for Rovers. That might be a blessing in disguise. Keep your penalties down, lad, and don't give Fran Botica the chance. So Martin Pearson with the ball on his hand and keeping that ball low. That's a good kick that by Martin Pearson, even though it's gone straight down Andrew Farrell's throat. Takes the ball, brings it up just short of the halfway line. Neil Roebuck makes the tackle, so it's Philip Clark right in half. Good defence that by Neil Roebuck. Two tackles on the top by the Rovers, number 12. Richard Gunn and Gary Price just making sure. So it's Murdoch with the ball now there to Dennis Betts. And number 15, Gary H. Price making the tackle on the big Wigan number 11 player. So it's Neil Cowie taking the tackles. So it's all to Nigel Wright, taking this defence on Nigel Wright. Leo Casey making the tackle. So it's Murdoch with the ball. Murdoch there pushing that ball through. It's all on. And Brett Daunt dropping on that ball for Rovers. Wigan playing the 6 tackles out. So it's Ikram Butt trying to fight his way downfield. Martin Orr stopping him. So it's Terry Manning. And Neil Cowie making the tackle. Richard Gunn with the ball now there. Gives the ball out to Brendan Toolter. Brendan Toolter, that's a good strong run there by Brendan Toolter. And Philip Clark coming over the top. Late second tackle in there. So Gary Price there. 5 metres inside his own half of the field. Ball back now there to Martin Pearson. Martin Pearson there gives the ball there to Brett Daunt. Brett Daunt there, that spinning kick downfield. And Fran Botica, he's a bit unsure. Takes the ball. All on. Gary H. Price makes the tackle. So Wigan in control. Both sides had a set of 6. Played them out, played them well. So Fran Botica gives the ball there to Dennis Betts. Dennis Betts hits Terry Manning. And Terry Manning and Gary H. Price makes the tackle. So Martin Orr from acting halfback to Craig Dermott. Craig Murdoch there, gives the ball. That's good defence, that by Rovers. Gary H. Price and Leo Casey stopping Dean Bell, dead in his tracks. So it's Kelvin Skerritt with the ball there. Running straight at Richard Gunn, and Gary Price completes the tackle. The side yet to make a mistake in the second half. Joe Lydon, that big up and under. Martin Pearson underneath the ball. Takes it well. Good play that by Martin Pearson, good positioning. Took that ball under a tremendous amount of pressure there from the Wigan onslaught. So it's Richard Gunn, gives the ball there to Ikram Butt, but Ikram Butt there, tackle there by Dennis Betts. Gets up, plays the ball, so it's Gary H. Price. And once again, Dennis Betts coming across, making the tackle. Good tackling that by Dennis Betts, so it's Brendan Toolter with the ball now. Brendan Toolter pushes Phil Clark off, pushes Martin Orr off. That's good running that by Brendan Toolter. Good strong running by the Rovers loose forward. So that ball now back to Richard Gunn. Richard Gunn there. That's a good kick that by Richard Gunn. But what a play to pick the ball up. Jason Robinson. Billy Wiz looking for the gaps. That's good running on by Featherstone Rovers. Following that kick up. Good defence on number 5 there, Danny Ellison for Wigan. So it's Neil Cowie with the ball for Wigan. That's good tackling by Rovers. Richard Gunn down the bootlaces, Gary H. Price on top. Craig Dermott with the ball now there. Murdoch, I should say, Andrew Farrell. Trying to burst through, but still no cracks in these. Both defences in second half. So it's Philip Clark. Philip Clark there, gets that ball away there. That's good defence by Rovers. Where's the acting halfback? Brett Daunt spotting the danger. So it's Joe Lydon pushing that ball through. And the ball there, I think it's going to go dead. Yes, it is. It'll be a Rovers 20-metre tap. Featherstone Rovers still in the driving seat, leading by 14 points to 8. So it's Richard Gunn. Richard Gunn gives the ball there to Carl Gibson. Carl Gibson wasn't prepared for that ball. But he took it. Took the tackle there off Nigel Wright, so that's one. So it's Ickenbutt. But Joel Hayden there to the task. Rolls him out in the tackle, so it's Richard Gunn. Richard Gunn now there to Brendan Toulter. Brendan Toulter gets the ball there to Brett Dodds. Oh, and Brett Dodds. Ickenbutt on the wrong side of him, so it's Richard Gunn to Gary H. Price running it in. That's good play, first by Brendan Toulter, then by Brett Dodds. Then by Gary H. Price. Brett Dodds with the ball now there to Francis Maloney there to Neil Roebuck. Neil Roebuck kicks the ball forward. Oh, and Philip Clark there had to kick the ball dead. Oh, my throat's going. What a game here at Post Office Road. What a thriller. And just listen to this crowd here shouting, Rovers, Rovers, and why not? So Joel Hayden, that drop goal out, spinning ball there. And Martin Pearson, 10 metres inside his own half. He's over the halfway line, he's straightening up. But Kelvin Skerritt met him with his shoulder. And Neil Coward just making sure, bouncing him to the floor. So it's Gary Price, stopped by Dennis Betts and Andy Farrell. So it's Richard Gunn back inside now there to Leo Casey. Once again, that's good play by Rovers. Gets the ball there to Gary H. Price. Back inside to Brett Dodd. To Richard Gunn. Richard Gunn to Terry Manning. Oh, it's football at its best. This is what they call the game of Rugby League. Brett Dodd to Francis Maloney. Francis Maloney scores the try. Oh, that was the tussles of your heart. Woof. Absolutely Rugby League, that at its best. The ball was like an hot cake. I just can't tell you how many men were in that build-up before that last played the ball. And Francis Maloney, second try of the match, his third for the season, puts Featherstone Rovers 18-8 in front. Well, some respect to me at half-time, as it's the same Featherstone Rovers team what we saw at Halifax last week. I can assure you how hard, and I said after that match that Featherstone Rovers could learn a lesson from this match and win all those today. They've learned that lesson. What a performance. Martin Pearson missed the goal, 4 tries, 1 goal. It could be the difference at the end of the game, but Featherstone Rovers in the driving seat by 18 points to 8. So Joel Hayden gets the game started, and Martin, absolutely marvellous by Martin Pearson that. He took that ball one-handed as if his life depended on it. What a game he's having from full-back. So it's Ickenbutt being tackled by his opposite wingman there, Allison. So Richard Gunn with the ball now there to Terry Manning. Terry Manning coming down the middle. That's good attacking play that by Terry Manning. So it's Leo Casey gets that ball away there to Francis Maloney. Just couldn't get that ball there to Carl Gibson. Oh, the tough judges in. Oh, if Francis Maloney just could have got that ball away there to Carl Gibson, and Owen Simpson on that side, he just couldn't get that ball away. But I must say that Wigan just losing the rag a bit, as you can say, in this game of Rugby League. But Leo Casey there. Leo Casey really showing his worth this season. He's having an absolutely blind of a match, along with every one of these Featherstone Rovers play this afternoon. But Leo there getting the ball away in the tackle there, and referee pulling Kelvin Skerritt out, putting the fist in on Francis Maloney. Francis on an hat-trick in this match. So Martin Pearson puts the ball over the Visa own stand. Richard Gunn gives the ball there to Leo Casey, but we've got to say it again, Wigan looked offside of that tap. Once again, Wigan looked offside, but Gary H. Price nearly through the gap. Craig Murdoch there hanging onto his bootlaces, so it's Brett Dort now there to Francis Maloney, to Carl Gibson coming back inside. But Francis Maloney looking dangerous every time he gets the ball, so it's Richard Gunn, that little dummy. So Brett Dort going to acting half-back. Brett Dort there, that little dummy, gives the ball there to Neil Roebuck. Neil Roebuck! Oh! And the referees awarded Neil Roebuck an obstruction try. And Frano Botica coming off the field, 10 minutes in the sin bin. Professional foul, but Neil Roebuck did really split the wing defence open. I must say his kick looked a bit too hard, was destined to go dead, but Frano Botica did come across, hit him high after the ball had gone, and the referee awarding the obstruction try underneath the post correctly. So Francis Maloney taking over goal kicking duties. Featherstone Rovers 22, Wigan 8. 24-8, and this crowd absolutely erupts with delight. Well, when I can just get my breath back. Featherstone Rovers 24, Wigan 8, and Brett Dort taking that ball and gives the ball there to Brendan Toolter and reaches his own 20-metre line with determination and guts. Now it's Akron Butts, but Dennis Betts there makes the tackle. So it's Terry Manning yet again, after one tackle. Good running that once again by the Rovers centre. So it's Richard Gunn. Richard Gunn gives it down to Gary H. Price. Gary H. Price there being tackled there by Philip Clark. So plays the ball. Ball out now there to the other Gary Price. Gary Price to Francis Maloney. Oh, Carl Gibson there. It's Owen Simpson. Knocked the ball on, but once again, the Rovers defence, well, they ought to be butchers out on that field, these Featherstone Rovers play, because they're just carving this Wigan defence up to shreds this afternoon. So it'll be Jason Robinson coming down the middle. He gets up, plays the ball. Dermot with the ball now there to Dean Bell. Dean Bell tackled. So it's Martin Hall to Neil Cowie, but Gary Price in at the tackle. Good defence that by Gary Price on Neil Cowie. Gets up, plays the ball. Penalty kick to Wigan. Joe Lydon with a penalty kick. So Wigan putting pressure on this Featherstone Rovers defence. Martin over the ball now there to Kelvin Skerry, runs it in. Good defence that by Gary Price, round the bootlaces. Gets up, plays the ball. Murdoch with the ball there to Dennis Betts, but Brendan Toolter watching the man all the way. So it's Martin Hall now there to Andy Farrell. Andy Farrell there looking for the gaps. Good defence. Gets up, plays the ball, Martin Hall now. To Neil Cowie going for that try line. Ooh, tackled inches short on his back. So plays the ball. Oh, it's a bad mistake. And Rose after this ball. Ellison with the ball. Good play that by Rovers. Bad play by Wigan. A bit of misunderstanding that. So it's Kelvin Skerritt. Kelvin Skerritt, that big up and under. Well, Lady Luck played the part in that try. Nothing on for Wigan in that. And Kelvin Skerritt there kicked the ball off his own on the last and sixth tackle. The ball went high in the air, the post was in the way, Martin Pearson lost his way that little bit, the ball bounced over his shoulder and Kelvin Skerritt all he had to do was take the ball out, pluck the ball out of the air and dropping it over that Featherstone Rovers try line. To register Wigan's second try of the afternoon, and Joel Hayden, they're not wasting time now, the Wigan, it's Featherstone Rovers 24, Wigan 14.
20 minutes here. 14. Can't believe that, John.
Ten points difference in the game. So Neil Cowie coming back off the field for Wigan, and Ian Gildart taking his place in the number 10 shirt. So Martin Pearson gets the game started again. Featherstone Rovers 24, Wigan 14. And Ellison there being tackled by Terry Manning. So it's Jason Robertson with the ball now for Wigan, trying to come out in his own 20-metre area. Oh, he's lost the ball. He's lost the ball. Jason Robinson, no good looking at the referee, Jason Robinson, because you clearly lost the ball that time. Rushing to try to get up to play the ball, he knocked the ball down. Now then, Featherstone, can you answer back in the best possible way? A try for a try. Featherstone Rovers and Gary H-Price coming back off the field for Featherstone Rovers, and Steve Malloy going on. So the ball's in, it's hard to Neil Roebuck there from Brett Daunt's pass. Joel Hayden making the tackle, gets up, plays the ball, it's the switch, Francis Moore with the ball there to Brendan Tolte. Oh! And they have come back in the best possible way. That switch there. Neil Roebuck taking the stand-up half position. Quick play the ball. Everybody went onto the open side. Brett Daunt there for Brendan Tolte. And there was a gap there as big as Station Lane. And Brendan Tolte wasn't it easy. He scampered in for his fourth try of the season. Featherstone Rovers 28, Wigan 14. So Francis Maloney, just to meet him from this near touchline side, that's the ball. And he too hasn't got his kicking boots on. 6 tries to 2. Featherstone Rovers leading by 28 points to 14. Well, it's a long time since Featherstone Rovers had a win against Wigan down here on this ground. And Brett Daunt scopes that ball up. That's the confidence this scrum half's got. And here's the hero of the hour, Brendan Tolte there, fighting his way out of tackles. So it's Hicklenbutt there, always willing and able to take that ball in first man. Martin Hall making the tackle. So it's Steve Malloy there. Kelvin Skerritt making the tackle. 2 number 8s clashing together there. It was like the Gladiators that time, and what a game this plans had. Leo Casey gets that ball up, and that's a knock on. Leo Casey wanting to give the ball there to Brett Daunt. The pass was on though, I must say that. But as it happened, knock on. Murdoch to feed the scrum, so it's Nigel Wright gives the ball there to Dean Bell. But Francis Maloney there and Neil Roebuck makes the tackle. Well, whoever's got to pick a man of the match this afternoon for Rovers, they've got an hard task because every one of these players have played the hearts out. So it's Martin Hall to Murdoch to Andy Farrell. But that's good defence, that by Leo Casey. Rolled him over in the tackle. So Dean Bell from acting half back to Nigel Wright, to Philip Clark, back to Nigel Wright. Trying to look for the gaps in this Rovers defence, but at the moment, none appearing. Good defence that time by Gary Price and Steve Malloy. So it's all with the ball here. Gets that ball up for Philip Clark. Philip Clark to Dennis Betts. The men out on this side. Give the ball there to Andy Farrell. Andy Farrell there. But that's good defence that by Ikram Butts. So it's Ellison with the ball. Oh, it's obstruction. Surely that was obstruction. Referee didn't see that one, but that was obstruction. The man clearly running in front of the player. And Richard Gunn saying, let's get this game started. And Owen Simpson of Featherstone Rovers. Good play by Simpson, wanting the ball. So it's Steve Malloy trying to fight away to the halfway line. What a match. So it's Gary Price over the halfway line, turning round, wanting to release the ball in the tackle, but that's good tackling that by Philip Clark. So it's Brendan Toulter with the ball now. Brendan Toulter looking for the gaps. Brendan Toulter making the angles. Gets the ball away. Ikram Butts there being crowded out. Dennis Betts there. Not this time, Ikram. Good tackling that by Joe Lyden and Dennis Betts. And Dennis Betts just holding him down in the tackle, but Teddy Manning's got the ball now for Featherstone Rovers. Gets the ball away now there to Gary Price. And Gary Price there, caught in possession. So Martin Pearson, that big kick downfield. Frano Botica underneath it, back on the field. Served his 10 minutes in the sin bin. But that's good defence that by Neil Roebuck. Gets up, plays the ball. Jason Robinson off his wing. Jason Robinson. Oh, and Steve Malloy there spotted the danger. That's good defence that by Steve Malloy. Now it's Andy Farrell there with the ball. From Ian Gildard, but good defence by Richard Gunn. So Martin Hall with the ball. And Featherstone Rovers have got a man missing. So it's Nigel Wright, gets that ball up there for Ian Gildard. Tackle short. He should have let the ball go that time. Plays the ball, it's all. Carl Gibson! Carl Gibson! Go Carl! Go Carl! Go Carl! Go Carl! Brilliant interception that. So it's Ikram Butts. Ikram Butts to Gary Price. Gary Price, why'd you let the ball go? Owen Simpson with the ball. Owen Simpson, he's got it outside him. Francis Maloney. Oh! Terry Manning in at the corner. Terry Manning. 7 tries to Rovers. 2 to Wigan. Every picture tells a story. And that try coming by, sloppy passing by Wigan on that Featherstone Rovers try line. Carl Gibson, 2 or 3 scenes about Carl Gibson, I want to see him for dust. But didn't he do well to run 80 yards there before Frano Botica overhauled him. And Gary Price trying to get the ball out wide. Finally it was Francis Maloney. We knew when Francis Maloney got the ball, Rovers were going to score. He dummied his way, drew the man. Peach of a pass there to Terry Manning, and Terry Manning just had to catch the ball and plant the ball over the try line. 7 tries, 2 goals. Well, it's a good job Rovers are not kicking the goals this afternoon, because it would be a 50-pointer. And who would have guessed this against mighty Wigan? Rovers 32, Wigan 14. Well, any minute now I think I'll be waking up from a good Saturday night's sleep. Wife will be pinching me, saying, come on John, it's time to get up. Am I dreaming, or is it real? So it's Francis Maloney from the touchline side. Oh, he's got his kicking balls on that time. Oh, let's have another. Featherstone Rovers 34, Wigan 14. Well, the town will be buzzing. It'll be buzzing tomorrow. It'll be buzzing all the week. Oh, and that's too hard. That's a penalty kick to Featherstone Rovers on the halfway line. And look at Richard Gunn shouting for the ball. So Steve Malloy takes that ball off Richard Gunn from the halfway line. 10 minutes left for playing this match. Leo Casey out of one tackle, and Leo still going forward. That's the only way that man knows. Gets up, plays the ball, Richard Gunn. And number 14 there, Darren Hughes, he's making his debut. So it's Brett Daunt with the ball there to Owen Simpson. Owen Simpson caught in possession. Good defence that by Dean Bell. So it's Brett Daunt from acting halfback to Richard Gunn. Richard Gunn will take the tackle. Featherstone Rovers just losing away that little bit that time. Not organised. But still inside that Wigan 20-metre line. Brendan Toulter from acting halfback. So Brendan Toulter gives the ball to Francis Maloney. Drop goal attempt. As sweet as a nut. Featherstone Rovers 35. Wigan 14. 2 tries, 2 goals and a drop goal to Francis Maloney's name. 35-14. Well, just looking down here, I think Wigan are absolutely shell-shocked after today. So Darren Hughes might be lacking a bit of power, but he's certainly got a big heart. So Martin Pearson running across the face of play. That's good defence that by Dean Bell. So it's Owen Simpson now. Owen Simpson, ooh! Nearly through the gap. Ian Gildard there just manages to tackle him. Dean Bell coming across there, looked a bit high. Referee says play on, so it's Ikrenbutt. Ikrenbutt spotting the gaps. So plays the ball, Richard Gunn with the ball. Richard Gunn now there to Steve Malloy. Steve Malloy, beautiful pass to Gary Price. He's got Brett Daunt. Brett Daunt there caught from behind by Joe Lydon once again. Brilliant play that by Steve Malloy. So it's Brendan Toulter. Brendan Toulter ball back inside to Martin Pearson. Martin Pearson gets that ball through. He's after the ball. But that's good play that by Jason Robinson. Oh, he saved a certain try that time and Featherstone caught offside. Good play once again by Brendan Toulter and Martin Pearson, but absolutely marvellous play that by Jason Robinson, dropping on that rolling ball over his own, just short of his own try line. Penalty kick to Wigan, Rovers caught offside. So it's Ian Gildard running it in. Good defence by Rovers. Steve Malloy round the bootlaces. What a game he's had, and oh well, Dean to Baden on this Featherstone Rovers team. Every man from 1 to number 15. And this is good play. It's Andy Farrell and Brett Daunt coming across, but he can't stop Andy Farrell. Barry John Mather, I should say. Barry John Mather there, really showing his paces. Scores the try in the corner. Featherstone Rovers 35. Wigan 18. That's Wigan's 3rd try of the afternoon. So Frano Botica on the touchline side. This time, like I said, it's a tricky win near the Post Office Road. Even he can miss them and all. Featherstone Rovers 35, Wigan 18. And Leo Casey, and he should get an absolutely rousing ovation here from the crowd. Coming off it just, and the crowd, oh, and Leo appreciates it. What a game he's had. And Gary H-Price comes back onto the field. What a game Leo Case has had. And Francis Maloney, the Featherstone Rovers man of the match. 2 tries, 2 goals and a drop goal to his name. And also put Terry Manning in for his try. But like I said, that every one of these 15 players what's played for Rovers this afternoon, they all deserve a man of the match. It's been that sort of game. So Martin Pearson, the ball hanging in the air. Joe Lyden takes the ball cleanly, that little dummy. But good defence that's by Darren Hughes. So Wigan in control of the ball. About 7 minutes left for playing this match. Featherstone Rovers have got to stand firm. Number 15, Andrew Farrell there. 5 metres inside his own half the field. Plays the ball back. Martin Hall to Murdoch. Murdoch there now. To Ian Gildard. Ian Gildard there trying to unleash the ball. But that's good defence by Rovers. Gary H-Price making the tackle. So it's Dennis Betts to Kelvin Skerritt. Doing the angles as they say. Oh! And that's a knock on. That's a knock on. Darren Hughes, rightly so, left the ball alone. He could have dived on that ball, but why should he dive on the ball when it was a clear knock on? So it'll be Brett Daunt to feed the scrum. Featherstone Rovers 7 tries, 3 goals, 1 drop goal, 35 points. Wigan 3 tries, 3 goals, 18 points. The ball's out to Featherstone. Brett Daunt gives the ball there to Martin Pearson. Martin Pearson tried to sidestep round Fran O'Botica, but Fran O'Botica makes the tackle, helped out there by number 12, Barry John Mather. Now it's Terry Manning looking the blind side. Up to the halfway line. Barry John Mather making the tackle. So Richard Gunn from acting halfback gives the ball now to Wickram Butts. Once again, Barry John Mather, 3 on the trot for the Wigan number 12. So that's good play that by Richard Gunn. That little dummy from acting halfback that time. Got 10 metres. So Brendan Tota with the ball. That's good defence, that. Joe Lyden. So Brett Daunt there, pushes that ball through. Fran O'Botica takes the Kelly catch. And that's good defence, that by Darren Hughes, following that kick up quickly indeed. And Darren Hughes once again in the tackle. So it's Jason Robinson. Oh, once again, Steve Malloy pulls the peach of a tackle off. Roundabout laces. They can't go without the legs in this game. You can be Superman, but you can't run without your legs. Referee says play on, but I thought that Terry Manning had pieced that ball, but referee says play on. Francis Maloney to Owen Simpson. Owen Simpson with the ball. Featherstone Rovers looking to get away with that still. The touch says play on. So it's Richard Gunn. Oh, it's all on. Forward pass. Oh, Wickram Butts scampering over to put the ball over the try line. But for me, justice was done that time. Fair's fair. Terry Manning, to me, seemed to pinch the ball out of the Wigan players' hands, and touch says play on. So referee took his advice. So it's Dean Bell with the ball, trying to bring the ball out of his own 20-metre area. Dennis Betts to Andrew Farrell. Andrew Farrell there being tackled to the ground by Steve Malloy, and Darren Hughes there once again involved with the play. So it's Dennis Betts with the ball. Dennis Betts there through one man, but Carl Gibson brings the man down, gets the ball away to Fran O'Botica. It's all on, but Francis Maloney makes the tackle. Well, Wigan's throw everything at this Featherstone Rovers defence, but still just 3 tries to the credit on. Barry John Mather with the ball there. Such a big fella, such power there. What a player he's going to be. So it's Dermot, it's Philip Clark with the ball there. Back there to Ian Gildard to Dean Bell to Fran O'Botica. Fran O'Botica there, oh, it looked like a forward. Jason Robinson in for Wigan's 4th try of the match. Featherstone Rovers 35, Wigan 22. So Fran O'Botica once again finds himself on the touchline side. Really like Martin Pearson has all this afternoon, but strikes the ball. Has he got the direction? No, he hasn't. Featherstone Rovers 35, Wigan 22. Well, just looking at the scoreboard, feast of tries here this afternoon. We've had the ups and downs of the game. We've had everything, hard tackles, good breaks, bit of bad indiscipline, but you always get these from two top teams. 11 tries in the game, 6 goals, a drop goal, a sin bin in offence. What more can you expect? 7 tries to Rovers, 4 to Wigan. And Wigan making a strong challenge here to come back into this game. 3.5 minutes left for playing this match. Philip Clark with the ball for Wigan. Rovers 35, Wigan 22. And then Barry John Mather there, so it's oh, that's a bad mistake, that's a knock on. If Rovers have got possession, it's all on. If not, referee should give the scrum down. Featherstone Rovers possession. I think it's Brendan Tutu who's underneath all that. It is Brendan Tutu comes up with the ball, plays the ball. Richard Gunn gives the ball there to Ikram Butt. Ikram Butt runs straight into Dean Bell. Got one in the knee in the back that time, did Ikram, but he'll get up to play the ball. So it's Gary Price. Gets rid of the ball in the tackle. Richard Gunn there. Happy just to be tackled with the ball. Minutes ticking away. Rovers still in the driving seat, so it's Brett Daunt to Francis Maloney, that little kick over. Everybody after him, Martin Pearson. Offside, Martin, you're offside, lad. The referee's whistle's gone. Split decision. I just couldn't see them because Brett Daunt and Martin Pearson caught me unawares with that kick through. So I just wasn't looking out. But referee clearly in line with Brett Daunt when he kicked the ball. So penalty kick to Wigan. Wigan find touch, and here we come again. The Red Arm is on the charge again. 13 points to deficit. They've got to score at least 3 tries, and I won't like to put money on Wigan winning this match. Not with 2 minutes to go. Philip Clark to Jason Robinson, that little kick over. But Owen Simpson there gets to that ball first, and that's just how quick Wigan can counter-attack. I was looking down at Brendan Toulton, he's taking his time going back. And why not? This is what we've seen Wigan do. And Kelvin's got it looking at Brendan Toulton as if he could kill him. But I'm sure Brendan's bothered about that. Rovers are winning by 35 points to 22. It's winning pay for Featherstone Rovers, losing pay for Wigan. Wigan's not used to that. So it's Wigan. 5 metres short of that Rovers 20-metre line. Joe Lyne swings this ball out here, and it's Barry John Mather gets that ball up here, but Darren Hughes here making the tackle and getting penalised for it. Quick tap. Joe Lyne, Dean Bell with the ball, and there goes the end of the match. And let me just get my breath, because I'm going to go through the try scorers for you. It's absolutely been a sensational match here at Post Office Road. Words can't describe it. For Wigan, Jason Robinson try, Kelvin Skerry to try, Dennis Betts a try, and Barry John Mather a try. 2 goals to Fran Obotica and 1 to Joe Lydon. In reply, and listen to this, Ikram Butt a try, Terry Manning a try, Neil Roebuck a try, Brendan Toulton a try, Gary H. Price a try, Martin Pearson 1 goal, and the man of the match, Francis Maloney, 2 tries, 2 goals, and 1 drop goal, and the final score here. And just look at them blue and white and tangerine men out in the middle of the field. Featherstone Rovers 35, Wigan 22. Watch this space. Watch this team, ladies and gentlemen, this season. They are going places under coach Steve Martin and Terry Hudson. Featherstone Rovers 35, Wigan 22.